She's famous.
Power of Sony.
Yeah. I think, I'd only have a problem if it was like inside and we were alone, but now because we're in this crowd, and that's fine. That's right.
Kubayi, Minister of Human.
Okay, Minister, can you tell us, what are we doing here today?
We're celebrating Nelson Mandela Day. We started in Zandspruit as Department of Human Settlements, handing over a house to a senior citizen as part of rebuilding confidence in our communities, but reminding them of what Tata said, doing what we can with what we have, for reminding people about hope, humanity, and that's what we are about. We are in Orange Farm as well with UN, with Habitat for Humanity, working together with the private sector, your Netbank, Old Mutual, and other partners who are here, helping us to, we can say, restore the dignity of our communities. They are building houses. They've got volunteers from their companies who are giving time to build these houses together with those who are qualified contractors to support on site. And this is why you can see. And when you talk to the beneficiaries, you are able to get that they've been waiting for houses. They've got a stance. It's got services, but then the challenge is it's the building itself. And these are people who are most poor, are coming from the poorest of the poor, who do not work, have no means of building houses for themselves. So I'm really happy to find these partners within human settlements where we are, reminding ourselves that to build a community takes all of us. It's not only about government doing the work.
Can you give us an idea of how dire the situation is in terms of housing? We know lots of people do not have housing, so can you just explain to us?
Look, when you look at housing in the country and just the work that we do as human settlements, you understand that we've moved beyond. We're also providing for bulk infrastructure. So part of the support that we do is in metros, where we give the grants that are supposed to help us to build capacity in terms of bulk infrastructure, but also informal settlement upgrading. We have almost, and I say counting, almost 2,700 informal settlements in the country. And I say counting because each day, with municipalities not evicting at the right time when people occupy land, then we have a challenge of growing, which actually puts us in a very difficult situation because we can't plan properly, we can't spend our money properly as government, but also we are not able to ensure that those who have registered first are prioritized on the list, because sometimes when there are disasters, those who have put themselves in land where it's difficult, disasters happen, it's dangerous, then we rush to them. And this is what communities are coming back to say, please stop prioritizing people who are doing illegal occupation of land, even when there are disasters. I don't know if we can do that as government. It will sound heartless, but again, we do have a backlog of people who have registered, and that's why we are cleaning up a digital system, and we are also moving to digital so that we can be able to see if somebody has registered, when did they register, how can we ensure that they fast track. We have a policy that says we must prioritize the senior citizens, but more and more we are picking up that senior citizens in areas where we are building are not being prioritized. So the situation is still not yet at where we want. We have built houses as the country over time, and also our work that we want to do on social housing, where a lot of people, for example, for special rental in urban areas closer to where they work, a lot of people say, I come from a province, for example, those who work in Gauteng, coming from Limpopo, they have houses in Limpopo. What they're looking for is an opportunity to rent, but rent affordably. So those are some of the things that we are looking at to expand and ensure that we can grow that sector.
Okay, so the lady that's getting this house has been built behind us, said she waited 16 years, to get a house. So in terms of the waiting times on these lists, how are you going to reduce those times if you're not building the houses?
Look, the house time waiting list is varies. Let me explain a bit in terms of what happened. You have somebody who has registered a house. Previously, we used to allocate people to sites. So if you have registered for a house, and then you are also given to be able to give benefit, if that project doesn't conclude, you would be deemed as being assigned to a project. So that's where the problem is. And somebody can register later, and then that person gets a house. So that's what we are trying to fix with the digital system, so that it can be able to actually prioritize people on the basis of the time they registered. That's why you would not be surprised if you find somebody says, I've registered 1997, I didn't have a house, I registered in 2000, I've not had. She registered, or she started staying here 2006. So it's been some time she's been here, and it's only today that she's getting a house being built. So we do have those challenges. The major part for us is to clean up our system, our database, and I've been very clear on this one, working around the clock to get it done. And what we are trying to do is to be able to utilize this system to be able to give us, in terms of beneficiaries, to register, and this is the target that we want to make sure that we reach before this administration comes to an end.
Okay, Minister, for international viewers, can you just give us an indication of the type of living conditions, especially
Look, the issue for informal settlements is it's dire because these are people, they put themselves, majority of them. We do not establish informal settlements. We come later after people have established these informal settlements, and then we come and put, upgrading, start putting the streets, building, putting the infrastructure such as water, electricity, and sanitation. So the situation becomes bad, especially if the informal settlement is not yet formalized, it's not recognized. Then they would not have basic services. So what we do, because it's a human rights issue, so we try and make sure that we put temporary services. But what it does, it puts the lives, especially for females, because if you do not have services, you wake up in the evening, you go there, then it puts the situation a bit bit bad. And that's why we are prioritizing the building of these informal settlements. And we are saying to people, can we stop illegal occupation of land? I've been vocal about it, and we are trying to stop. We are evicting where people are putting themselves, because they put themselves sometimes below high power voltage lines, which is more dangerous. They can be killed. Sometimes they put themselves on the river banks where they can, when floods happen, then they are washed away with the water. So we're trying to make sure that they shouldn't do that and wait for us as we build these houses, we build settlements and to be able to upgrade. And part of the issue was around the land. Government took a decision to say all state-owned land that is suitable for human settlements will be transferred to us. We have received almost about 14,000 hectares of land that is coming to us as human settlements that we will be building houses, and we believe that it will fast-track the process.
Okay, so in an area like this, I mean, infrastructure is also quite important. A shower and a bathroom. So in terms of that infrastructure,
it is here. We do have a bulk infrastructure. If you came down, you'd see that there's even an upgrading. So the one that was there now is being upgraded, especially on sewer. It's being upgraded so that it can be able to carry the capacity of the growth of the settlement of Orange Farm. So that is being done. You find cables of electricity there, water as well. So those are already in. Orange Farm is one of the settlements that has been over time. It does have those facilities.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Minister.